October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the nerd. How they bust? Let me show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, yeah, and shake it off real quick. But you crying? F out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shame.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on theexposedradio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is. And then when you think about it, it's like, okay, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, they're losing right now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you close.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yo, what's up, outsiders? It's 7 o'clock. You know what it is. Just a Bit Outside radio show. I am your host, Kescia, a.k.a. Easy Money. I got a new nickname, dog. It's Easy Money.
I know that was enough of those bets yesterday.
We'll talk more about that in a minute. And I'm pretty sure some people going to chime in on that throughout the show. I swear to God, I hope Mike is not watching right now. Hey, y'all. We got my main man in the building. We got Mark. What's up, dude?
How's it going?
How was your weekend?
It was fun. I was telling you before we went on the air, tried a new place, Korean barbecue place, Iron Age out in Cadensville. And literally, like, they've been open like a week and a half. And I don't know if it's like because that short time that they've been open, they're kind of having some hiccups. Like, it seemed like they're really short-staffed. But, I mean, the service was impeccable. The management, like, she was came out and just kind of made small talk. It was a really good experience. And I say go try it if you like Korean barbecue. That was like the big excitement, I guess, for my weekend.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Have you gotten all caught up on The Walking Dead? We haven't talked about that in a minute. What?
I'm like an episode and a half back.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
That's not too bad. You gotta get current, yo.
I know. There's never time.
I know. I can definitely attest to that. All right, y'all, let's get cracking. Hometown hero. Let's do it.
Already.
Yeah, we're going to get right into it. Hometown hero of the week. Who we got?
I think this is one of the oh, my bad. I think this is a really cool story. As a lot of listeners know, I'm not grown from the area. I moved here damn near 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't exposed to like all the high school rivalries and everything and getting to know the schools themselves. And when looking into something to highlight for hometown, pretty quickly I came across Coach Tim Hawley and the Gilman School football team.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gilman has a pretty big history, I'm sure you're aware of.
Yep.
13 championships in the MIAA conference.
Mm-hmm.
But then their coach of 16 seasons, Poggi's his last name, Poggi.
Okay.
2015 they bolt, and the entire coaching staff leaves. They go.
What?
Yeah, they went and took the jobs at St. Francis High School.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Wow.
And last year, Gilman had a very down season. I think they had only one victory even. Tim Hawley, he's not only the coach of the football team, he's also the AD at the school. And he's gotten these kids, you know, you'd say a transition season was last year, and whenever you lose a experienced coaching staff that brings you 13 championships, you think you're going to have growing pains even further than that.
Oh, yeah.
But he's already got them back in the MIAA championship game.
St. Francis?
No, Gilman.
Gilman. Oh, okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. They beat Calvert Hall, our friends at Calvert Hall.
Ooh, what up, Donald?
They beat them yesterday 42-24. Opening kickoff, ran back for a touchdown, 95 yards. And they just established that lead and never gave it up.
Damn.
They have had an up and down season. They've had some tough losses. Biggest loss was to St. Francis, 50-0.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly who they're going up against next week in the championship game, St. Francis.
Wow.
So it's like Tim Hawley, who has taken over this team and brought them back very quickly back to a championship status, can bring them another championship against the people that did so much for the school.
How is that for drama?
Right? It's a damn good story.
Yeah. Man, we might have to see if we can get the folks from Gilman and St. Francis to come up in here. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And actually, just this last week, November 8th, which was last Wednesday, Coach Hawley was named by the Ravens High School Coach of the Week.
Get out of here.
With that, $2,000 gets awarded to Gilman School's football program. He gets an award to hang up on his wall, plus the December 23rd Ravens-Colts game at the bank. He's going to attend along with all the other coaches that have received this honor to be up for Coach of the Year, Ravens Coach of the Year.
That's what's up.
Right.
Getting it in.
So Tim Hawley, congratulations for all you've done with Gilman.
Yeah. Gilman, stand up. That's an impressive story, man.
Right?
Wow.
I think when I was researching it, like every page I turned or clicked, I was like, oh wow, whoa, that's cool.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. So we got a football game going on tonight. Monday Night Football, prime time, under the lights. Who we got? We got Miami, I think. At Carolina?
At Carolina.
At Carolina. Okay. All right. So we got Killer Cam and them against the Fish. That's what I'm going to call them right now because I just have no idea what's going on in Miami right now. Like, they just let go Jay Ajayi, you know.
They let him go? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To the Eagles, okay.
Yep, to the
I don't know. I
Eagles.
was backwards on that thought process for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, he was like their whole offense, like the workhorse. He carried the whole entire load.
It's Jay Cutler and the Starkist Tuna Crew.
Is he starting tonight?
I thought I read that, yeah. Because they're saying how this could be like a benchmark for the twilight of his career and actually go out on a good note. Seriously? There's no way they're making the playoffs.
I don't know. Is it mathematically possible? Because, you know, we're going to talk about this a little bit later on. Folks are saying that the Ravens will get that last wild card, that 6th spot. And I just think that's, if people actually believe that right, I think that's crazy.
I think it's mathematically possible. Is it logically feasible? Probably not. I mean, if you look at it, the Steelers are 7-2, so all they have to do is lose 3 games, and we don't lose anymore. You know, there's a lot of what ifs and not going to happens in the NFL. But back to the Monday Night Football, we have Panthers and the Fish.
Yeah.
One stat that I was pretty interested in when I came up looking at the game was, you know, the home teams are always given like an advantage usually. Mm-hmm. But the Dolphins, they're 4-4 on the season. They're 2-2 on the road. Mm-hmm. Panthers are 2-2 at home. So it's kind of like even money as far as who has the advantage here.
You think so?
Looking at that stat, yeah. Looking at Dolphins are on a 2-game slide, including that 40-0 loss to the Ravens, which doesn't mean shit now.
Right.
And that Cam Newton's actually started finally looking comfortable again.
Yeah. They Carolina's they looking all right now. I think they're like 6-3.
6-3.
Yeah.
That record shocked me too. Like it seems like they've been losing a lot more than that.
Yeah, I think the last couple weeks have been pretty rough for them, but they could definitely turn it around tonight.
Oh yeah, and another stat that surprised me: Panthers actually have the top-rated defense in the NFL.
Yeah, that's one of my notes. You can make the argument that Carolina has the best defense in NFL, which I did not realize either.
Right. I think they've allowed 274.1 yards a game, lowest in the NFL right now. And the Dolphins aren't exactly known for putting up high offense right now. So it's either going to be shellacking or it's going to be close. You never can tell.
I'm going for shellacking.
Ooh.
And another good stat, Miami has never beat Carolina at home.
Really?
Ever.
Okay.
Right. But the one good thing Miami can say is that they have safety TJ McDonald. He's back off of his 8-game suspension. So, you know, he'll be out there lurking and trying to make it hard for Cam Newton in the offense. And then also, you know, we have to make note that, you know, they just let go of Kelvin Benjamin.
Yep.
So that's kind of one less weapon that the Carolina Panthers have. So it'll be interesting to see how everybody will adjust to the changes that has happened over the past week and a half. You got a prediction?
Prediction. Panthers 27 and Dolphins 10.
Panthers 27, Dolphins 10. Okay. I'm going to say... Dolphins 14, Panthers 24.
Okay.
14-24. So there you have it. Got the Monday Night Football. We'll update you guys once that game gets started. Moving around the league.
Now,
what?
If I remember right, I think you nailed last Monday night's game.
You know what? I thought I did too, but then I went back and watched the show. I said 16, not 17. So I missed that joint by 1 point. But even, Eric, damn it! Yeah, I missed that joint by 1 point. But that's all good. We'll see how we make out tonight. I'm feeling the mojo. I'm feeling the magic, yo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's keep it moving through the league. A lot went on with Zeke Elliott.
A lot's been going on with Zeke. And it's usually in the courtroom, not on the football field.
Yeah, man. This dude just can't seem to get it together. So, you guys, Zeke Elliott is the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, and he was recently under an NFL investigation, which I think is right. An NFL investigation, which took, I believe, about a year long.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. On some domestic violence allegations that were made by his former girlfriend, girl named Tiffany Thompson. And
I thought he was going to play a different one there.
Right, you dirty. But it took everything in me to make an inappropriate joke right now. But he did that, so Eric was on point with that one. But so Tiffany Thompson got all these allegations about Zeke. NFL investigated it, and they laid him down with like a 6-game suspension.
6 games.
Right. And Zeke pretty much, was like, I'm going to fight this joint the whole entire way.
Not the day.
Right. And hell, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, with this situation, there was no video footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, the evidence.
Yeah, and ever since Ray Rice, the NFL's kind of jumped to to convict without an official conviction. I mean, it's bad publicity. They don't want that publicity on them, whether someone's found guilty or not. But you still got to wait for the official investigation, like the
That's why I was like, NFL investigation. Like, this didn't even involve any authorities of any kind. I don't believe.
Yeah.
And I believe. Whoop! You guys, don't go anywhere. We come back. We're going to finish talking about Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys and how they fared yesterday in Atlanta with the Dome. Don't go nowhere. Just a bit outside.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. Each and every Monday, thank you for joining us. Woo. We got some people joining us on the chat, and I feel like it's a family reunion. So hi, Mom. And hi to my cousin Loki, which it's not his real name, but I guess
Loki, like
the
Thor?
god of mischief.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope. That's hard.
And also we have Love Shakira left a comment on there, fellow Be Exposed radio show host.
Hey!
Giving a little love to her show, It Is What It Is radio show each and every Friday.
Yeah, that's one of the best shows.
Yep. Now she says watch it on YouTube and Facebook, but you can't forget there's also Radio Loyalty app and the TuneIn app.
Mm-hmm.
So catch us how you can.
Yeah, yo, and share the show link, yo. Share that joint if you're watching. Put that joint up.
Yep. It's not that hard, just a little click. Or tap on the phone.
So, shout out to Mark's family. What up, y'all? When we left off, we were talking about Zeke Elliott and the recent drama surrounding him with the domestic violence allegations and 6-game suspension that he has received. We were talking about how possibly the NFL, would you say that they are overstepping their bounds with the handling of this situation? I mean,
I don't know about overhandling. Is that what you said?
Overstepping their bounds.
I don't know if they're overstepping, but they're doing it just too early. I can't think of the right terminology for that. Proactively, maybe a little bit too aggressively proactively. That let the criminal cases be heard. Let them figure it out. And if someone goes to a court of law and in front of a jury of his peers is determined not guilty,
they are screwed.
Yeah,
they are going to be screwed. That was the other point I wanted to make. Like, how do you hand down this suspension and we didn't even get like a conviction yet?
It's a privately held organization. They can do what they want.
That's bullshit. Yeah. But and apparently the Players Association feel so as well, because I'm hearing there's another appeal scheduled for December 1st. But what does that mean? Like, what are you appealing? Like, again, you know what I'm saying?
I wonder if Zeke took a page out of the Tom Brady playbook. And when I talk about the Patriots game playbook, I mean the deflated balls playbook.
Yeah, no, they made reference to that.
He was in and out of court. They fought that thing for over a year, and what he ended up getting, like, was it a 4-game suspension finally? Yeah. And he just ended up serving it out, and that's exactly what Zeke's going to end up doing.
And this is another question that I had. Why was the suspension taken into effect immediately? Why? What was the difference between him and Tom Brady serving the suspension the next season?
Well, I think because Brady's was during the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was determined. I think the penalty was handed down in the off season.
Well, as y'all know, last Thursday, the U.S. Circuit Court said, "Hell no, you gonna serve this suspension." So I'm hearing that he is going to lose over $93,000 a game.
Damn.
Yeah, right. My eyes got kind of big. This is second year?
Yeah, second year.
Woo! He gonna feel that joy. Man, that's a nice piece of change there.
And Jerry Jones loves that, because that just means he gets to keep that in his pocket.
Right, asshole. Man, it's really unfortunate because it damages his brand, his reputation, and he's already on shaky ground with all the other with the weed and just the wilding out and whatnot. He really needs to sit down and give himself a break. And we're at kind of like it's the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Cowboys need you. I mean, clearly they needed you yesterday, because them Bama's looked crazy. I mean, they lost. It was 27-7. I wasn't expecting them to win, but I didn't think they was going to get their ass whipped like that.
Yeah, my prediction, if you cut Jabbo extras that we've been doing, I had the Cowboys losing 23-13, and they didn't even live up to my expectations.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Dak Prescott is nothing without Ezekiel Elliott. I call bullshit on that.
I don't think he's nothing without Zeke, but I think, especially as a sophomore season in the NFL, he had that camaraderie with another rookie last year, and that he really bonded with and became the two focal points of that offense. And without that right hand, I mean, Zeke, he had 2 fumbles yesterday, lost both, and I think if he had someone like Zeke on the field with him, Dak Prescott, he'd be a little bit more comfortable. Maybe he needs to get closer to his other threats, targets.
Dak Prescott definitely had a rough game yesterday. That dude got sacked 6 times, yo.
Yeah.
And shout out to Adrian Claiborne and Atlanta Falcons. I mean, he's setting the ATL record, flexing out there on them Dallas hoes. We got a comment?
Some googly eyes, it looks like. From your favorite friend.
Oh, God. Yeah, and what's up, Mike? what Dallas tried to do to fill the void of Zeke was they had Alfred Morris and I believe Darren McFadden was out there playing, and Rod Smith, yeah. And, you know, they pretty much didn't get the job done. There goes the music. Damn it, man. All right, you guys, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Ezekiel Elliott, and then we're going to talk about the Ravens. We also got You Came Through, Booty Huff Picks of the Week. Don't go nowhere. Just a bit outside.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet, fingerling, Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait. Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside, BeExposedRadio.com. We were just wrapping up the Ezekiel Elliott, Dallas Cowboys talk. Of course, we're waiting for the Monday Night Football game to start. That'll be about 8:30, not too long before we go off the air. Got a couple of games going on right now. One in the NBA, have the Kings at the Wizards. Kings are up 29-22. That's still in the first, so it's still early on that one. Let's see, the Maryland women are playing. They're starting to come back. It's 21-34. They're down to South Carolina, who's number 4
Oh
in the
yeah,
nation.
right. Last year's champs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, shout out to Don Staley.
Now, there's actually some big news that went out not too long before we went on the air, about 5 o'clock. I got notifications. Totally not related to anything we've talked about yet or that we had on the menu. But World Cup. You know, the U.S. got kicked out last month or so.
Right.
Italy failed to qualify for the World Cup today. Italy is a 4-time World Cup champion, last winning in 2006. It's the first time they have been eliminated, couldn't make the World Cup since 1958.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Isn't that huge?
Tides are turning, man. You can't stay on top forever. You got to give other people a chance.
Italy's like Italy and Germany and Brazil. Those are like the teams that just expect to be there every single year. And
yeah.
Wow, that's a huge.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Let's get back to the NFL.
Yep.
Let's do our came through and booty huff picks of the week. Mark, I'm gonna let you kick it off with who came through this week for you.
Who came through for me? I really like the team as a whole because they have been doing far better than I think anyone expected. But specifically with the LA Rams, I'm looking at Jared Goff, quarterback.
Okay.
His passer rating was like 125.4 this week. Completion 68%. 25 of 37, threw for 355 yards, 3 touchdowns, had a 94-yard long pass. Was the longest pass of the game. And Goff, we've kind of talked to him before, and I think at the beginning of the year, it was like, oh, such a surprise. And then Carson Wentz kind of took over the whole quarterback talk. And a week that the Eagles were off, Goff gets the love.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, you know, they're doing really well out there. You know?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're going to make the playoffs.
I got some thumbs up from Mike on that one, so I guess he likes the who came through on that.
Rams are for real. He said Rams are for real. Yo, what up, Melody D? She says easy money. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Yo, my came through pick of the week was Marquise Goodwin, wide receiver of the San Francisco 49ers. Man, this brother had a tough Sunday. Okay? Sunday, 4 a.m., he lost his son due to birth complications.
Oh, my God.
Right. Now, you know, he went through this whole entire thing, you know, Sunday morning before the game, ain't sleep, I'm sure, you know, like emotional and whatnot. He still put on his uniform and hit the field, man. You know, San Francisco. Yeah, yo, yes. I got to shout that brother out, man, because I know that had to be tough.
Absolutely. Like,
you know,
that's the kind of thing where if you didn't come in for the game, you totally understand. You know, just go spend time with your wife or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And in the first quarter, man, he caught a pass that resulted in an 83-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Right, right. And I believe that was the longest play of the season for the 49ers. I'm pretty sure it was because they haven't won shit.
Yeah.
But it seems like
they have one now.
Yeah, but it seems like San Fran, they might have rallied around him. You know what I mean? And dug deep, and you know, and they won their game yesterday. Their first win against the New York Giants. Christ. Shout out to San Francisco. Shout out to Marquise Goodwin. Giants, you suck, man. Like, God, they are so horrible. Shots fired. That's what we do. But we'll talk about that another time. Let's keep it moving with the booty huff picks of the week. Mark, who you got for booty huff?
Well, speaking of the Giants, the whole damn team.
It's a great segue.
31-21 loss to the winless 49ers, which I guess any team that'd be bad. The Giants, they only had one win as it was. But you go into it, they were actually favored to win this game. Going into the game, they were chosen. They were up by 3 points by the odds makers.
The Giants were.
The Giants were, which the home teams usually spot at 3 points as it is. So you figure they actually figured them to win by more than that. They were facing a team in the 49ers who has a quarterback who's on borrowed time because for some reason they didn't play Garoppolo. Right. I almost said other G name. They didn't play Garoppolo, who they traded for. Right. And I haven't heard any injuries or anything, so you got to wonder if maybe he's struggling to learn their plays.
Yeah, I was going to say, they might have wanted to give him a week to get, acclimated to the team and the playbook, yeah, that is a little weird.
He was with them last week, and that's why he didn't play, was, learning the system. So 2 games in a row for a traded
That's
player.
interesting.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that.
The Giants did not get a single tackle for a loss this game. Their defense is struggling.
Shots fired. That's rough.
Going back to the 49ers quarterback, I didn't even realize his name is Beat Hard.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
If you don't have a future in the NFL, you got it in porn. And they made him look like a quarterback genius. 92.5 quarterback rating, 288 yards, 19 of 25 on passes, no interceptions. The Giants are probably the biggest blunder in all of football.
Yeah, I think they got some problems in the locker room too. I heard something about coaches completely lost the team or something like that.
Yeah, and with a new coach, that's tough.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna give my booty huff pick of the week. I am picking myself.
What?
For the booty huff pick of the week. Yeah, yo. I gotta do it, man. I gotta pick myself for week 10. Because let me just tell you. I did the research. I did the Jabbo extra. I was pumped. I was live. I was out there saying easy money, show me the money, telling everybody out there that the Bills was a lock as underdog. And yo, man, knowing that my Who Dat Nation friends was going to be all over this. Man, I even took the video and posted it in the group. Like, yo, man, it was crazy. Because, come on. The Buffaloes is 4-0 at home. They just added another weapon. I mean, that. Man, I don't know. I just felt like it was a good pick for real.
Honestly, I thought it was too. I like the Bills. I like what Tyrod Taylor's been doing over there, and I thought they were the real deal too.
Man, them Bamas went out there and they looked like stirred dog shit. For real, straight up. They lost 40. Yeah, shots fired. That's what we do. They lost 47-10. Man, the game day crew gave me hell. So now I got a new nickname. Easy Money. Dilly Dilly. But yo, how about those Saints? Are we ready to take them seriously?
I think so. I wasn't sold on them, and to be honest, I still am not. But they're putting together a magical season. Drew Brees is looking like the Drew Brees of old. Yeah, Brees is close to 2,400 yards. 2,398, I believe, is exactly what it is. And he's, any quarterback's going to be the centerpiece of the team, and he's really rallying them up.
Yeah, Mike made another good point too. Yo, shout out to was it Mark Ingram?
Yeah.
And was it Kamara? Yeah, Kamara has been beasting out. It's like the hell with Adrian Peterson. We do not need you, yo. I mean, For real, like he's kind of been a surprise.
Oh yeah.
For real, and yo, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. They caught me by surprise with that. Woo! All right, y'all. So yeah, all right. I'm the booty hunt pick of the booty hunt pick of the week, yo. Oh my God, Eric, that was funny. That was a good one, yo. I got you. I got you on the next commercial break, though.
You didn't pick that picture?
Huh?
You didn't pick that picture?
No, I ain't picked that picture. Yo, he grabbed that. Yo, he's back there engineering the shit so well. He went on my Facebook page as I'm talking and posted that shit. Oh man, that's funny as shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. They caught me off guard with that one. Let's keep it going. Keep betting again. No. Hey, I ain't gonna bet against y'all no more, Melody. For real, straight up.
On a serious note, with that Saints game, there was a running back, Daniel Lasco, suffered a major injury on the field. Scary moment. They had to bring out an ambulance to the field.
Yeah.
He on a kickoff did a head first tackle, which the NFL has been against for a while now, and we've always heard rumors that they're going to do away with the kickoff, and I wouldn't be surprised if they point to this play when they finally do get rid of the kickoff. But thankfully, Lasco, he was out of the hospital in time to catch the plane ride with his teammates home. He's not okay. He has a ruptured disc in his back. Going to require surgery. He's out for the season, but it didn't end his career. Which, when you saw that ambulance, you thought something horrible is going to happen.
Right. And he has his life. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Hey, look, Michael Stevenson, man. The Ravens are some shit, and we spend a little bit of time talking about other teams, but we got you, man. I mean, the Ravens, they were on a bye this week, much needed bye.
And that means the great news is the Ravens didn't lose.
Right. So game day couldn't ride me this week. But what the question I do want to pose to you guys is, for the remainder of the season, what would you like to see from the Ravens?
W's.
Well, we talked about that last week. They are going to be very hard to come by, I think, for the rest of the final 6 games.
Their next game is against the Packers.
Yeah.
The Packers got their first win since Rodgers went out.
Oh, Hundley.
It was against the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears have been so up and down, but then the Bears beat us.
Right.
That really goes back to that old adage of the NFL, any given Sunday. Any team can beat any other team any Sunday, and it's going to happen.
Tough to win in Lambeau.
Yeah. And I'll even admit, like, I'm not like I don't hate the Packers. That's a shout out to you, Howard, because I could have said worse. I don't hate the Packers, but it's not like they're my favorite team. But that Lambeau is like, one of those places you just want to go as a fan, just to experience once.
Oh yeah, at least once. I mean, if you're a fan of football, I mean, that's
even players, I'm sure they're like itching to go there.
Shit, Mike says Steelers got the division on lock. Hey man, I can't dispute you on that. What they 7-2 or some shit?
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. But well, I'm gonna tell you what I'd like to see from the Ravens for the remainder of the season.
No Joe Flacco.
Yo, I want to see some real offense, man. I am tired of this half-ass. I want to be risky sometimes. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Marty Morningwig. Like, I don't know if it's him or if it's Joe Flacco, but it's just like, yo, they play the game so conservatively.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, y'all. I'm gonna finish my rant on the Ravens when we come back. Also, we're gonna talk a little bit about esports. They might be coming to the Olympics. What y'all think about that? Don't go nowhere.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or in different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, gang. Yo, when we left off, we were talking about the Ravens and what we would like to see from the Ravens in the rest of the season, the remainder. And I was going off about the offense. And, you know, I've been saying it all season. I'm not pleased with it, you know. And I was saying, like, you know, they play so conservative the whole entire game, and then when we down 2 touchdowns and a field goal, then you want to come up with these crazy dynamic plays.
Yeah.
And you know, it's hard for an offense and, you know, a quarterback like Joe Flacco to just go out there and execute something like that. I mean, I know that they're supposed to be professionals and that's what they're supposed to do, but there's a such thing as a rhythm and a flow, and you know, like, man, I just don't understand why they don't want to take more chances. You know, like, let's get some more flavor. Why aren't you using Mike Wallace?
I mean, they do, just not too much.
Right. I'm just saying.
Be aggressive. That's what they got to do. Like, you know, the teams that win, and I hate to say, you know, the Steelers and the Patriots.
Yeah,
but
sure.
these are teams that, you know, once they
Success.
score, they keep on scoring. They don't let up. They don't stop scoring. They're not playing it safe just to keep that lead, because if you do that, the other team can like jump right into it just off 2 possessions. So that's what I would like to see the Ravens do, is get that killer instinct and just keep on pouring on points.
Yeah, and I know it's hard because you have a quarterback who has not been performing, and then we also have a thing about drop passes.
Mm-hmm.
But man, fuck it, take the risk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, one big play. You know what I'm saying? To get people excited, to get the offense. No, it's not going to solve all the problems, but take the risk. Take a couple risks earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Give these guys a reason to get fired up and stay on the field. You know what I mean?
Hell, how many times have we seen 3rd and 18 and they throw like a little 5-yard pass hoping to get under and run it in? No, you go to the end zone and hopefully you get a pass interference call. I mean, if your guy doesn't catch it. I mean, that's what teams do. They look to draw that penalty if they can't make the reception. Then you're down the field further, automatic first down. Play to win. Flacco's just too much of a system guy. He's going to trust what his OC says and do that, make his check downs, and you can almost watch him on the field doing the check downs. But yeah, I think even he said he wants the offense to be more aggressive, which, he's always been a team guy, and if he's going to speak up, like, just do something. And obviously, as a player, he can't just start not listening to the OC and doing his own thing.
Shit, go the Willie Beeman route. Do your own thing. You could be like steaming, beaming out that joint. Do your own thing, man. Shake things up. Shit, that's exactly what we're talking about any given Sunday. This is like the scenario for real. Yo, do the Willie Beeman, Joe, Bama. But let's go just a bit outside the realm of sports. While I was watching TV over the weekend, I saw this commercial came on, and it was something about esports, and I heard the phrase esports in the Olympics. So I was kind of intrigued by that, and I did a little research on it, and I threw it on the menu, and just a question I wanted to raise to you guys and talk about a little bit, like esports in the Olympics. Yay, nay? Do you think it's a spot for esports in the big games?
I don't know about the Olympics. Like I totally get esports. I play video games, and I even see like ESPN 2 or the Ocho or whatever has coverage on that. But I mean, the Olympics are a totally different beast altogether. Maybe if they want to have like a sub Olympics for just for video games, maybe that. I just can't see them on the main stage.
It's interesting that you say that because, like I said, my little bit of research. Last week over in China, they had the finals for the League of Legends World Championship. So it's like a video game.
Yeah.
But the Bird's Nest, and if you watch sports, if you watch the Olympics, the Bird's Nest was one of the main venues for the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. Huge venue, seats 80,000 people. They're holding the finals there, and it's sold out, yo.
Damn.
Right. So there's obviously a market for it, and also we got the Winter Olympics in Korea. Right? What is it? How do you say that? Pyeongchang?
Yeah, sure.
Spicy. There's an extreme masters tournament that's taking place right before the Olympics. Another gaming event.
Wow.
And I think that joint is like 120,000 people. So I mean, people are like fighting to include this.
Does it say what game that is?
I think it's a series of games.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what game that was, but I mean it's another huge event. But I mean, there's kind of like there's two different dynamics. Like the Olympics is supposed to be about unification and good showmanship and whatnot. You really don't get that too much with these games. A lot of people are saying, man, the games is nothing but violence and killing. We don't really want to bring that to the Olympics. I mean, you agree with that?
Yeah, because if you've ever played games online, you'll meet a lot of people who've had sex with your mother.
Try me, bitch.
Oh man, that shit is funny. But
the shit talking that goes on in video games is ridiculous.
Savage.
And sometimes you can tell they're like 12 years old. You're like, kid, it's past your bedtime. Go get in your jammies.
Alright, you guys, when we come back, we're going to have our Real on Wrestling segment. And we're going to talk about Conor McGregor's crazy ass. Y'all, stick around. Just a bit outside.
Is what it is radio show.
Alright, listen. Alright, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support. Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support. No. Sometimes it could just go off of, oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown. Yup.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up. I just called her and asked could she just get Junior some shoes. She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now, when you go downtown, you go down there, you get $500. Right. Now you mad because you get $500, and now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you're getting $500 now. Right.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, if you're a good father or a good mother, and you paying child support, right? You still gonna go ahead and do all that because
hold up.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, hold on, and that's another situation.
Right.
But you know what that creates? Now when we at the party, Mommy and Daddy ain't even down there speaking to each other. Cause Daddy done paid for the party and he done came out of pocket this month with $600.
But right, that's your child.
Be mad. Listen. He shouldn't be mad, but he also has another child with his wife.
That's on him.
Okay,
go ahead.
He got another child with his wife.
Okay.
Right. And you're taking away from him. And they taking away
Well, he should have kept it in his pants.
Exactly.
Should have kept it in his pants. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
You on some whole, he on some whole other shit over here. He on some whole other shit. I'm gonna tell
you are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTech, brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yo, welcome back, you guys. Quick comment. Mike says, if y'all lose to a backup, first of all, Ravens ain't gonna lose on Sunday. We got this. We got this?
Yeah, we got this. Yeah, sure.
Right. I can't even, man. I don't even know. But,
well, Hundley's not a backup anymore. He is the starter by default.
True. But he ain't the man. That's for sure. Yeah. You cannot lose to him, man. But, you know, hey, I was saying the same thing about Trubisky, and look what happened out there.
Oh, don't go there.
Yeah. So, Mark's favorite segment, Real on Wrestling. What's going on in the WWE world?
Last week ESPN aired it, 30 for 30 on Ric Flair. Did you catch it?
I did not catch it.
No?
I missed it. Did you watched it?
I didn't catch it when it aired, but I caught it on the Watch ESPN app.
Okay.
And you know, as a wrestling fan, there's a lot of stuff that I knew, but there's some stuff that I didn't know too, or
Like what?
stuff that I was refreshed of that maybe I'd forgotten. I think the biggest thing, one of the first things they address is, you know, Ric Flair is actually adopted.
Wow.
And it seems like a lot of the issues throughout his life has come from being adopted and wanting that acceptance. That he was always just looking for someone to be with him. It's kind of how he got in trouble with all the extramarital affairs. But he just wanted companionship, whether it was, you know, talking or obviously sexual, and it's something that led Rick down a pretty dark path for a long time. But I highly recommend checking it out. It's amazing.
Damn, you just got real with me on the Ric Flair tip.
Snoop Dogg's on there. Snoop's a huge WWE fan.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I knew that.
Yep. Actually, his cousin is Sasha Banks, the wrestler.
Okay.
So yeah, he got involved with that. I remember back in like early 2000s, he did a track for the wrestler The Godfather. That The Godfather came out to the ring for a while too. But yeah, that 30 for 30, I'd say check it out when you get a chance. Also, what's going on? Last week I talked about Survivor Series and Jinder Mahal facing off Brock Lesnar in champion versus champion match. That's not going to happen because Jinder Mahal lost the title last week on SmackDown Live and on the regular TV show, not even on the pay-per-view. AJ Styles has the title back, and it's going to be AJ versus Brock, which I think if it was done in Japan, it'd be an amazing match where they could just really let loose.
Yeah.
But WWE likes to make Brock invincible. I mean, the Beast incarnate. So I kind of fear that Brock's just going to manhandle AJ. But Brock, he's had some really great matches with guys smaller than him. Shinsuke Nakamura back in Japan, they put on a hell of a show. And I just hope WWE sees fit and lets them. I mean, they're already calling it a dream match. Let it be that dream match.
That's what's up. That's something to definitely look forward to.
Oh yeah. And even though Mahal lost to AJ, I think they're doing it just for Survivor Series. I would not be surprised to see Mahal get that back before their tour of India in December.
Okay.
Time will just tell on that one.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Dig it. Anything else pop in WWE?
Survivor Series this Sunday. They're, you know, doing the whole push towards it.
So, I want to take a second to talk about your boy. The Notorious.
My boy.
The professional MMA fighter is back at it again. Conor McGregor was up there in Ireland. And as his saying goes, he didn't come here to take part. He came to take over. And he was out there at the Bellator 187 in Dublin and did just that.
Bellator, not UFC, which has Dana White, I'm sure, is so pleased with.
Right. That's why I had to make sure I said that. He was in his homeland doing that shit.
Yeah.
He ain't do that over here because he already know. But his homeboy and fellow fighter, Charlie Ward, was fighting, and he won the match. And Conor McGregor was so pumped for his friend, I guess, whatever, and he couldn't contain himself. And this Bama scales the wall and jumps in the ring. Not supposed to do that.
Just I wonder how much of that Notorious whiskey or whatever the hell he's making now he had prior to that event.
Right. So he's in the ring. He's all wilding out and everything. And a couple of officials try to say, hey, Conor, you got to go sit your ass down. And what does he do? He tries to fight him. Tries to fight everybody. I mean, he just goes notorious on everybody.
Oh, Conor.
Right.
What can you say, man?
No chill whatsoever. What the hell is wrong with him?
Maybe he still has a little bit of a pride hurt from the boxing match. He had to go out there and show his manhood.
Oh no, man! I guess it's a little fight to stay relevant or something like that. I don't know. That shit was crazy though. You know, like trying to fight an official. What's up with that? Is that how they get down in Ireland? I mean, everybody brawls.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Sounds about right. They get drunk and
the
fight.
kind that just drunk fight and then like best friends.
Word. Also, something I wanted to note from the MMA world. My dude, the Spider, Anderson Silva.
Oh yeah.
Got popped over drug tested. He was scheduled to compete at UFC Fight Night 122 in Shanghai, and I think that's in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's November 25th, and he failed a random drug test that had been administered earlier in the month. It hasn't been disclosed what exactly the substance was, but he's not gonna fight. He was supposed to fight
Kelvin Gastelum.
Right. And this isn't his first time he's gotten popped. I think what was it?
Nevada.
UFC. It was Nate Diaz, UFC 183. Yeah, 2015. He was supposed to fight Nate Diaz, and he failed the drug test. And Anderson Silva, he's at least 40 years old. He is. I'm pretty sure he is at least 40 years old. Yeah, but I'm just saying he's coming to the end of his career, and he's like a legend, yo. This is kind of disappointing.
He's only had one official win since 2013. So maybe the Spider needs to
stop,
spin the web, and go into retirement.
Sit your ass down. Stop.
Howard. Howard.
What do you say?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Hey, ask Bones Jones. He knows all about it. Cocaine and hoes. Man, but yeah, I'm a big fan of that dude, yo. So that's kind of like a letdown. You want to end your career on a good note. You don't want to be, getting popped and like you just said. I didn't realize he didn't run a fight since 2013.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
He's only won one official fight since
one.
Then.
Wow. Yeah. So we hope definitely he has all that money. Right. I don't think he needs a drink for him to wild out. Right. Yo, dude is definitely wild, Howard. Anderson Silva, the Spider. Man, get that shit together. Damn. We got anything else for any other, you got any MMA notes or anything to know?
One thing I was reading that I hadn't realized, former WWE champion Jack Swagger, he actually just signed with Bellator. Bellator has become they're not going to ever be the size of UFC, but they're becoming a really big destination for former UFC fighters, up-and-coming fighters.
You probably got a little more leeway up there, too.
Yeah, it reminds you of Strikeforce, and the thing that happened with Strikeforce, of course, was they got bought out by UFC once they got to be too much competition.
Right.
Bellator is putting on an 8-man heavyweight tournament soon. Fedor Emelianenko, Chael Sonnen, they're going to be part of it. And I like that kind of stuff, but with tournaments, like, someone gets injured and then like they sub in someone, or how can you get a sub when you're in the quarterfinals or the semifinals? Right. It just makes sense.
How does that work?
Yeah. Oh, here's an alternate. You didn't win a match, but now you're in the finals. But yeah, I like Bellator. They're on Spike TV, and definitely something to watch. That's not UFC if you want to be like the Bandit organization or go against the grain.
The alt MMA, the alt UFC, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep it moving. That's it for Real On Wrestling?
That's it.
All right, well, let's jump into this LiAngelo Ball situation. And you guys, you might not have noticed, but we didn't do a what the fuck moment of the week earlier in the show. It's because I was saving it for this particular situation with LiAngelo Ball, little brother of Lonzo Ball, all part of the big baller brand family.
Freshman at UCLA, right?
Yes, freshman at UCLA. And, you know, that is a very important thing to keep in mind. So, WTF moment of the week. LiAngelo Ball and his steals. UCLA was in, Shanghai?
Yeah.
Not too far from Shanghai, a little east of Shanghai, over in China, for a basketball game. They were kicking off their basketball season. I can't remember who they were playing.
I want to say Georgia.
Okay. But, yeah, so they were overseas, dare I say it, in a communist country.
Well, technically true.
Yeah, that's why I said, dare I say it. You know.
Also, the country that produces the most goods worldwide that
True that.
is very watchful of their goods.
We all know made in China. So yeah, LiAngelo and two of his homeboys / teammates, they doing a little window shopping. And they go to Louis Vuitton. And they go inside and they doing a little window shopping. Because they don't have a whole lot of money right now, I guess. I don't know. And they see some sunglasses that they like. What do? Stealing.
I guess they figure if they're more than twice the size of everyone there, that there's no way they're gonna get stopped.
And I would like to hear the story about how they actually got popped. Like, yo, was it like the picture here? Like, was the security guard suited up with the ball in their hand? Like, yo.
I heard they got everything sorted out though. Everything's fine. Everything got sorted out. The coach told them that they needed to work on their steals, and that's exactly what they were doing.
Yo, LiAngelo Ball was definitely padding the stat sheet over there in China. And it's just like, yo, you already have everything. Yes, shots fired, that's what we do. You already have everything. Like, why would you steal a pair of sunglasses? I don't understand it. I don't know if it was a case of, wrong place, wrong time, peer pressure, what have you. I mean, I don't know. I just, like.
Could just be that athletic ego. Like,
I guess.
Big man on campus, I can do what I want to get away with it.
China is not a place where you want to get caught up.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They have those hard labor camps still.
Yeah. So basically they got like detained and put on hotel arrest. They were on hotel arrest. UCLA, they went back to the States. They were like, peace. Yeah. We don't know what the hell y'all did out here, but, not my problem. And apparently this went down like a day before. Oh, damn. Hey, y'all, don't go anywhere. We come back. We're going to finish up with this LiAngelo Ball thing. And we're also going to talk about NBA, some basketball. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family. Talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. When we left off, before we went to commercial break, we were talking about LiAngelo Sticky Fingers Ball and his trouble over shots fired. That's what we did. And his trouble over there in China. And what I was about to say was that all of this went down right before 45 was going to make a diplomatic visit to China. And let me just say this. You must be in a world of shit if you need 45 to come to your rescue.
Would you even accept help from 45?
That's what I'm like, what's going on? How did he even get involved? Who called him? Who let him know? But apparently, 45 was in China with the president, like, hey, go Fefe, let my people go.
Yeah.
All right, we just eliminated everybody with that one. Shots fired. That's what we did. But yeah, man, Trump's asking China to resolve. Resolve this shoplifting case. And Mark, you said that they've come to resolution, or?
Oh, that was just a joke.
Oh shit!
About the steals.
Oh man!
Come
I was
on.
hoping they. Oh Lord! Oh my God! Well, I feel bad for these boys because apparently they're gonna remain in China for like another week or two.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
I guess if you're stuck in a hotel, there's worse places to be.
Yeah. And I heard that the hotel is like some real posh space. I mean, it's
Sure.
definitely no China dungeon or jail. You know what I'm saying? What I'm envisioning.
Yeah.
You
From
know.
what I understand, it was the game there was part of like the Pac-12
Mhm.
outreach and just doing stuff outside of the country, and so the Pac-12 probably struck up a deal with some travel company or some
Oh, yeah.
hotel chain and got them hooked up really nice. I don't think they're going to be wanting for anything.
I tell you what, if they don't think twice about stealing again, something is definitely wrong with them, man. Because I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine being like 18, 19 over in China being held for shoplifting, like, yo, and Can't nobody do anything.
And then your coach and your team are like, peace.
Right, and then they dip on you like, yo, what was that day like? You know what I'm saying?
All I know is Leangelo, I think we finally figured out who put the big balls in Big Baller Brand.
Yeah, man, that joint is crazy. And for real, WTF, man, get it together. Okay, so we're about to have like a sombering kind of moment because I want to, keep it in the arena of college basketball. And you guys, if you like the page, if you follow the page, by the way, like the page. Mark posted a story about two brothers that played basketball for the Arizona Wildcats.
Not for the Wildcats.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not for the Wildcats.
They actually, I think they went through high school in like a ICEO, which is probably like AAU. I think.
Oh, okay.
Local to Southern California, which Southern California is a huge feeding ground for Arizona Wildcat basketball. Okay. So they had experienced a lot with different players, not only that would gone to Arizona, but different parts of the NBA. Klay Thompson, he's from Southern California. They played at the big pickup spots throughout. I know they were from Carson. There's different spots in like Anaheim and Orange County and everywhere. Just like Baltimore has all kinds of different places for pickup games that everyone knows. That's where these guys were, and they made a lot of friends throughout the basketball community there and beyond. And maybe they couldn't go on to be players at the college or NBA level, but they went on to become trainers.
Before you give their names, Baxter brothers.
Yeah, the Baxter brothers. Jonathan was 22 and Chris was 24. And unfortunately, was because a little over a week ago they were killed in a car accident. They're in Carson, California. It's a sad story. Sounds like they got T-boned going through a light. Looks like it's the other driver's fault. Their dad works for the LAPD. Lost both of his sons in one fell swoop, and like in a strange twist of fate or irony, the very first people to come along the accident to try to help was a set of brothers.
Wow.
And they said the Baxter's car was just engulfed in flames, and there's nothing they could do to get them out. And you hear about these players always that are recruited and always shown. You see high school kids and college kids that always, they got the gold chains, they got the nice cars and everything. And these kids, they put their heart and their soul into basketball, and they didn't really have much. One of the things that I really, as a Wildcat fan, was very proud to hear was there's a coach, Josh Pasternak. He's with the University of California, Santa Barbara now, UCSB. He was an assistant with Arizona, and they would load up just a whole bunch of extra gear that Arizona had, shoes, workout clothes, everything. Just load up a car and take it over there and just give it all to the Baxters. They ran basketball camps. They ran the Stanley Johnson basketball camp. He's with the Pistons now. He was an Arizona Wildcat product. And just to see two guys who have such a love of the game, that did so much for the community and really seem to be truly loved by everyone around them. It's just a sad story. And a lot of the stuff that we put on the page, we get the usual amount of likes and comments, but this one really got a lot of traction. And I'd like to thank everyone that commented and liked, because it really goes to show you that we like to hear about the people in life that truly touch others.
Yeah, and that really is a tragic story, and like you said, to lose both of your children in one fell swoop, that's deep, man.
Yeah,
that's deep. So shout out to the Baxter family, just a bit outside squad. our hearts definitely go out to you guys, man, because, you know, as Mark, you know, you guys just listened to everything that Mark said. These two brothers were special, man, and definitely, you know, it sounds cliche, but, you know, what else can you say but gone too soon?
Oh, definitely.
You know? And that's deep. That's deep. But to keep it moving a little bit, we're going to keep it moving to a commercial. You guys, go to the fridge, grab a beer, come back. We're going to talk about the NBA.
Bring me back one, too.
All right, me too. Get a beer.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're
believe
going to do
this.
is turn onto Marcy
and Brad
Avenue.
just broke up,
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive 5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. It's time to move on to the NBA finally.
Yeah.
And as such, we have some games going on. Earlier, there was just the one, the Kings and the Wizards. Wizards are up 72-59.
Yep.
Go Wiz.
Sounds about right.
Let's see, we got the Cavaliers losing to the Knicks right now, 31-43. That's in the second.
Yo, if the Knicks beat them again, oh.
Which I was going to say, you jinxed the Cavaliers. They're almost at 500, which last week they weren't even close to, so...
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Let's see, we got the young... I can't even say the young Bucks, the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies are playing the Bucks.
Yeah!
Grizzlies are down by 3 in that one, 23-20.
I bet that's an interesting game.
Oh, I bet. Actually, what channel is that on? Because I might have to watch that when I get home.
Is that on NBA TV?
It doesn't say, which probably is if ESPN's not promoting what channel it's on.
Right. Right. Any other NBA games going on right now?
Hawks are up 20-17 over the Pelicans, and that's it. That is being played right now. Three more on deck for later in the night, which are all West Coast. We're all in bed by the time those start.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So yeah, as we said, we were when we left off. We were in the land of college basketball, kinda, and over there in the West. In Arizona, and I kind of want to stay in the area when we talk about the NBA. I want to take a few minutes. We've been trying to talk about this for like the past 2 weeks, but it's really been good because stuff has been happening to keep this thing relevant. I mean, it has been a complete shit show in Phoenix with the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. So I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about the timeline and the effects of everything and all the good laughs and whatnot. Were you ever a big Phoenix Suns fan?
When Barkley was there.
Yo, I was about to tell you, the very first, and it might be the only NBA jersey I ever had, Charles Barkley, Phoenix Suns.
The only one I ever paid money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Charles Barkley.
I held on to that thing forever. I think I only got rid of it when I moved out here because I didn't have enough room for everything I wanted to bring.
Damn!
I wish I kept it. I wish I did.
I think I still got mine. So I'm about to dig for that joint though. But yeah, that is the one and only jersey, man. I love that Bama.
Yeah.
I love it. Love them.
And like, I'm the kind of guy that looks at how the organizations are run as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
and I hated what the Suns did to him when they ran him out. It was kind of like how the Bulls dismantled everything after Jordan retired.
Yeah.
So I stopped being as much of a Suns fan at that point.
It ain't been a whole lot to cheer about over the past couple of years, so you ain't missing much.
Yeah. I started liking them again back in like 2004 or so when they were doing good. Sean Marion and all them, but they just never. They're like the Wizards. They do really great regular season and just stop. But now they can't even do great in the regular season.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't even know about that because they're having a hard time over there in Phoenix. They started off the season a little wild. They lost their first 3 games, and the coach at the time, Earl Watson, who I was a fan of when he played. I'm all about the little guy, the little people. Little people represent. I was a fan of Earl Watson when he played, but he was the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, and he had been the head coach there for about the past season and a half, I believe. And he started off the season with a 3-game losing streak, and they fired Earl Watson. Like, they was basically like, yo, we're not even giving you a chance to drag us through the dirt again, so we're just gonna cut the umbilical cord now. Do you think it was deserved?
No, and I never get that line of thinking. Like, I mean, maybe because the season was so young, but I mean, yeah, I just give the coach a chance to get their feet on the ground. 3 games in is
3 games, man. Like, that is nothing. That sample set is nothing. Like, yo, I mean, I don't know. I thought that was, I mean, me personally, I thought it was a little bit harsh. Like you said, you gotta give guys a little bit of time to assess. At least give the man a chance to make a change, or you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Phoenix Suns jumped the gun.
And it's not like they're coming in off of a monumental season. They pretty much had low expectations. They're meeting those expectations. Let them try to work on it and improve.
Right.
I mean, I guess they're 5-9 now, so they did a little bit better after firing them.
Yo, that was the earliest firing in league history.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you don't never want to be a part of a stat like that. Like, to have your name attached to that. Damn. You know what I mean?
Bad for the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, okay, so you had a problem with the coach. You got the coach out of there. You know, and then now you got this whole Eric Bledsoe situation. So apparently this guy's not happy either. I mean, nobody's happy in Phoenix.
Eric Bledsoe was at the beauty salon with his wife. You don't buy that either?
Hell no! I don't buy. Go ahead, though.
Eric Bledsoe claims he was at the beauty salon with his wife and sent out a tweet saying to the effect that he didn't want to be here anymore. Which, when you're an NBA player and a team that's just floundering and you put that out on Twitter, everyone's going to just assume you're talking about the team, and that's exactly what happened.
Yo, everybody went off. I remember when that tweet dropped, everybody was just like, what the hell? You know? I mean, that was a pretty bold statement, yo.
Yeah, and he didn't play another minute for the Suns after that.
I mean, I don't know, you know, I'm not him and I'm not friends with him, but I'm just wondering, like, what was your goal? I mean, maybe it was for your goal to get fired, but then to come back and say, oh, no, I wasn't talking about the Phoenix Suns. I was talking about the hair salon, you know? I'm tired of waiting for my girl to get that weave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I retract the statement. You know, just be like, yeah, I said it.
That
trade me, motherfucker.
I'm going to assume it was in Phoenix or one of the surrounding, you know, suburbs or whatever where this happened. Phoenix is like the 5th largest city in the country. You know, it's not too far behind L.A., Chicago, New York. There's a lot he could have been doing. I'm sure he didn't just have to stand there in the hair salon while his girls
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't buy it. That was a nice try, bruh. That was a nice try, bruh. But I'm not buying it, bruh. So, like Mark said, that Bama did not play another minute for the Suns. Suns was like, okay, we got your ass. So what did they do? I mean, I feel like, well, doesn't work out for the Phoenix Suns, but it certainly worked out for Eric Bledsoe because they arranged a trade with the Milwaukee Bucks to send Bledsoe out to Milwaukee, and in typical Phoenix Suns fashion, they got Greg Monroe.
Center, right?
Yeah, in return. And
well, didn't they get a couple of draft picks too?
I think they did, but I'm just saying it's like the immediate results, the immediate changes to the team. And I mean, I don't know. I'm just questioning why the hell you wanted Greg. I mean, yeah, he was doing okay, you know, with the Milwaukee Bucks. But, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how he's going to fit into this offense with Devin Booker. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, they play a pretty fast-paced game.
Learning curve?
I don't know, man. The Suns are just, they haven't been to the playoffs in like
since Jesus was born.
Shots fired. That's what Mark does. Oh no, I think it might have been like 20 years or something. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long.
Maybe like 10 years. I don't know.
10 years? All right, not 20 years.
We're gonna have our crack research staff get on that.
Right.
I'll be right on that.
But I mean, yeah, this is all of these developments. You know, it sheds light on a very sobering fact for Phoenix Suns fans. I don't see the playoffs in their future anytime soon.
Playoffs?
Right. I don't even know. Do you know who the new coach is?
I have no idea. Is it still an interim or did they make a hire?
I don't think they made it. I feel like we would have heard about that.
Yeah.
Probably interim guy.
Probably.
But it's just like, yo, like this organization is just literally spiraling out of control. And then on top of that, like, yo, you got to need to bring some people to help out Devin Booker. Is anybody going to want to come there? Well, all that craziness going on.
That's why, and along with Monroe, they got
2 picks.
2 picks. First round and second round, 2018, both unprotected.
And
you know they're going to, well, I'm not going to say they're going to get the first pick because the NBA does that lottery.
Bullshit.
It's rigged.
Yeah.
They have the best shot at getting the first round pick. They should. Actually, they're not even the worst in the league anymore, though, record wise.
Who's worse than them?
In their own division, there's oh crap! I was just looking at that. I was trying to find out who.
Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah.
I ain't even looked that shit up. I figured that. They
And
sucking.
For Bledsoe, he goes to the Bucks, which I mean, both or all of us, me, you, and Jimmy, all had the Bucks like third best in the East.
Yeah.
And they're just at 500. They're 8th in the conference. So like, if the playoffs were to start today, they'd barely make it in.
Mm-hmm.
And you hope that's just because it's a young team, a young season, and they're
Right.
still gelling.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? They might make us all look like fools, especially easy money over here.
I think Bledsoe had his first game with the Bucks yesterday, and from what I hear, he did pretty well. I mean, he was fit in nicely with that young team that likes to run, and you know, like you said, it might take him a little while to gel and you know, figure out a good game plan and what works for their starting lineup.
Yeah.
But I think the addition of Bledsoe is definitely an upgrade for Milwaukee. Like you said, we already had them up there. Is like one of the top 3 teams on the Eastern Conference, and you know, we'll keep an eye on how things progress with that team as the season goes along. Because I mean, I have no doubt by the time we get to All-Star time, like halfway through the season, things will be looking a bit different.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Teams with worse records than the Phoenix Suns.
Okay, who is it?
Phoenix is 5-7. I'm going to throw them in there. Brooklyn, 5-8. One more loss. Chicago, 2-9. Atlanta, 2-11.
Damn.
And let's see, Dallas, 2-12.
Damn. Is Dirk Nowitzki still playing?
I don't think so.
If you are, stop. Stop playing.
That might be the problem if he's on the team that he stopped playing.
Right, with your broke knee and stop playing.
I'm pretty sure he retired.
Shots fired.
I'm pretty sure he retired last year, but I'm not positive.
I'm not positive either. Yeah, but that sucks. Like, damn, two. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. What was that? We got.
Let's talk about Kyrie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's talk about Kyrie. Yo, okay. So first of all, let me just say this first. Let's all set aside the fact that Kyrie thinks the Earth is flat. Okay, let's just put that just a bit outside. Right, that he's a flat earther.
It's a damn good thing you're good at basketball.
Right. Like, let's not even think about that. Let's not talk about that.
And Shaq agreed with his ass.
I'm not surprised with that bandwidth. I mean, yeah, he's a little off the deep end as well. But man, check it. Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew. He's been balling this season. You know? One of the biggest questions before the season started was like, yo, you know, Kyrie wanted to break out on his own and do his own thing, have his own team. Was he mature enough? Was he skilled enough to be able to shoulder that load and to lead, you know, a team on his own?
Yep.
And yo, they setting up the top of the Eastern Conference right now. It's a hell of a start.
They're the anti-Dallas.
Right. They're 12-2.
12-2.
Right. They're on a 12-game win streak.
Damn.
Right now. Right. They won last night. I believe they were up in Toronto last night. And Kyrie didn't even play.
Really?
Yeah, because he's got that facial fracture.
Damn.
Somebody hit him in the face and broke a couple bones. So, I think he might be listed as day-to-day now, but he didn't play yesterday. And they still won. Like, you know, Boston took a major L at the beginning of the season with the loss of Hayward. You know, and we were all questioning that. Like, how would they fare in the NBA for the 17-18 season?
I think we all put the Celtics just out of maybe not the playoffs entirely, but out of the season.
Yeah. Yo, I did. I don't even think I put them because we picked yeah, they weren't even in our top 3.
Yeah. And before that, I probably would have.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, like, I can own that. I was totally wrong. I did not see this shit coming. Because, like, I mean, being, you know, it's one thing to be a playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's another thing to be a team leader. You know, it's a lot more to it. You know, and it seems like Kyrie's embracing his role as leader of the team, and has been enjoying it. You know, and you can't help but wonder, what are them folks over in Cleveland thinking right now? And you guys, when we come back, we're going to wrap up this NBA talk and give you the final updates in the feel-good story. Just a bit outside. Where's my beer?
It's time for a flashback.
Now, I'm not going to say all Aries don't know, but
It's just the one you had. That was
just
just.
a long one, you know. But it's always something that you can
Go ahead, listen. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait. Hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the nerd. How they bust? Let me show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f*** is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, yeah, and you know, shake it off real quick. But you crying? F*** out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. What you had? I got that good. Nasty bitch. The shame.
Oh shit.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside radio show, the sports show that is viewed all over America and internationally. Yo, I meant to tell you, like, I was looking at some of our, like, little data, statistics, and I don't know how, but there's people that watch our show in, like, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Japan. I know who's watching in Japan. Shout out to my homeboy Chris Godish. What up, baby? But yeah, man.
We global.
Yeah, yo, we got fans from Philippines.
That's crazy.
What language do they speak? Filipino language?
Yeah. They have English over there too, though.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool, though. Yeah,
I hope you all not some Facebook bots.
Right. Or, I don't know, or something else. Some, I don't political crazy person.
Filipino fans, give us a shout out.
Yeah. What up?
Hey, speaking of shout outs, or, commenting, next week is Thanksgiving. Why don't you tell us your favorite Thanksgiving foods?
Yeah, we could do that next week too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, next week's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a nice little Thanksgiving special for y'all, man. That's gonna be, I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to Kyrie and the Celtics. But as I was saying, man, you can't help but think that the folks over there in Cleveland and LeBron James is sitting with clenched fists like, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shot spot is what we do. I mean, I feel like this is a whole new Kyrie that we're seeing in Boston.
When LeBron leaves Cleveland, and he will leave Cleveland,
Yes.
there's going to be no jersey burning this time. They'll be like, packing his bags for him. Can I give you a ride to L.A.?
Right. Hey, no, man, he is not coming to L.A. I keep saying this shit. Lil Booty, you better not bring your talents to my lake show, man. I swear to God.
He's going to Shaq.
Hell no.
He only wants to play in L.A.
Hell no. We good. We got Randall. We not the day. Right. Not the day. We got PG-13. I mean, no, we don't have PG-13. We got
Next year.
Right. No, I want him to stay. See, I got all my little chess pieces right where I want him. I want him to stay in Oklahoma City.
Pierce was another one, though, when he was with Indiana before the trade. He, everyone said he was going to L.A. They expect him to sit out that last year in Indiana.
Crazy.
I mean, we could see a huge Tinseltown resurgence next year.
Yeah, my boys, they hanging in there. I mean, their record isn't all that great, but they're hanging in there, and they got a little bit of gelling and stuff to do too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a restructuring all across the league in the NBA for real.
I got faith in Luke Walton.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he did a great job out there in Golden State.
Yeah.
When he stepped in for a Steve Kerr, when he took like a little leave of absence, and I got a lot of faith in that brother too. So, all right, so we in our final minute of the show. You want to give a quick update on the football game? Got that?
Oh.
Let me see if I can.
I can say that the Wizards are still leading on Kings.
Okay. Monday Night Football, 0-0, 5:28 left in the first, I believe. That's what it looks like.
Panthers got the ball.
All right, let's go. Killer Cam. Let's go. All right, yeah. So, time for our little feel-good moment. We always like to end this show on a good note. And one of the big stories of today was about Colin Kaepernick. And him, GQ selected him as 2017's Citizen of the Year. I mean, as we all know, I mean, he's done a lot of work in the community. He has done a lot of work with the youth. Is the main source of the protesting in the NFL. And, I mean, he's had a busy year.
Even though he's not playing this season. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess he's still out there looking for a job. And, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Shout out to GQ for naming him that. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
That's pretty awesome. Do we got a sound off line?
No.
Eric, where our music at? We date? What? Alright. Well, shit, man. Yo, you know how we end the show? Baltimore, spread love, yo. One more.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live,